friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica, and in today's video I am bringing you this month's episode of Fab Five, which is now a monthly collab with my dear friend Jan Van, my Janny Boo. I will link her channel in my description box. Now, it has been over a week since I have filmed a video. I got really sick with this nasty respiratory flu crap, and my goal was to film this video towards the end of last week, and I sat down to film it and I could not stop sweating and I was coughing and I was miserable. So I thought, just stop. And here I am today to finally film this month's Fab Five video. And I'm feeling a lot better. I'm still coughing, but I feel quite a bit better. If you have not yet gone to Jan's channel, go and subscribe, show her a ton of love and support. I am thrilled that we are doing this together as a monthly collab. So much fun. So what this is, the basis of this collab video, is I randomly choose 5 palettes out of my collection to put a look together with, and then out of each one of those palettes I choose a shade at random to put my look together with. So the idea is that the look is completely random. I don't know what I'm getting, you don't know what I'm getting, like it's all happening right here. And it's been a really fun experience so far. There's been a couple that I was like, really, those are the shades I have to use? But for the most part, it's been really fun. And Jan's loving this too. So really cool. And I had come up with this idea, and then Jan's like, well, I'd love to do it as a collab with you sometime. And I just, why don't we just always do it as a collab together sometime, right? Every time. Okay, so I have all of my palettes written down in this notebook. And then, let me see, I have decluttered a few more palettes, you guys, I have. So it says $199, but I think I have like $197 now. I don't know. I should have been more organized and like got that all fixed, but I didn't because I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to film today. So hold on, let me get my random generator app thing all, oh, it's already ready to go. Okay, generate. 122, that's my first palette, is 122. Okay, and that is Rasha B Gold Digger. Okay, that's a nice one. Okay, number two, 55. Okay, 55. That is the Elf Earth and Ocean palette. Elf Earth and Ocean palette. Number 3, 86. Okay, that is the Ladybug Glow Everyday Sparkle palette. Okay, that's nice. All right, 4, 147. 147. That is the Beauty Moon Cosmetics Divergence palette. Ooh, you guys, I'm getting some doozies. Yes. And then 65. Palette number 5 is 65. Okay, and that is Glam Light Cake palette. Ooh, okay, so I'm gonna go round up those palettes and then I will randomly choose one shade out of each palette for you. Hang tight. So I have all of the palettes sitting right here, and I'm gonna start choosing one shade at random out of each palette for you. Also, Jan and I will be answering questions while we put our eye looks together. And this month's Fab Five episode is music edition. So we're gonna be doing 20 questions, or not 20 questions, 10 questions. 10 questions, I think. Maybe it is more, I don't know, about music. I don't know. So starting off with the Glam Light Cake palette. Okay, and there are 20 shadows in this beauty, and that's what that looks like. Okay, so let me randomly generate here 12. So, sorry, geez. Trying to, here, you know what, I'm just going to do this down here and then I'll pop it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This color right here, oops, gosh, this color right here, this pink one, and that one, this like bright pink, and that is called Raspberry. Okay, I'm gonna write this down so I don't forget. And these palettes are like some are huge and some are not, so Raspberry. Okay, now the next one is the Everyday Sparkle palette from Ladybug Glow, and this is an 8-pan palette. Gorgeous. I love this palette. Okay, and 8 and 7. So this shade right here, Coffee. Okay, that's, yeah, the pink and the brown, that'll be cool. See what else I get. Oh gosh. Okay, the next one is the Beauty Moon Cosmetics Divergence palette. And this has 15 shades. Okay, so 15. 5. 1, 2, 3. That purpley color, contrary. Right? Contrary. I don't know. Okay, so that's the purple. I need to get some shimmers. Ooh, I need to get some shimmers, you guys. Okay, so then the next one is the Rashabi Cosmetics Gold Digger palette. Alrighty, so this has 12. 12. 12. Oh, this one right here. Okay, that's beautiful. That's a shimmer shade. And that shade is called Inspired. Beautiful. It's kind of like a, I don't know, what is that? Purpley blue? Kinda? Okay. Okay. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do here, you guys. I have no idea what the hell I'm gonna do. And I feel like I have fuzz on my face. Okay, I do. Now let's go into the e.l.f. Earth and Ocean palette. Final palette here. Jeez, and this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18. Okay, 18. 18, done. Generate. 16. This one here. Okay, that is Tundra, it's called. It's kind of a silvery shimmer, kind of pewter silver. Not, okay, I don't know. The shimmer colors are weird with this, and the mattes are weird too. But I think I know what I'm gonna do. The only shade that I'm not sure about is the brown shade. I'm gonna have to just throw that on my lower lash lines. Okay, so I'm gonna go and do my brows, put a little bit of the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel in clear on my brows, and then prime my lids with the Juvia's Place Prep Prime Eyeshadow Primer. I'll come back and I'll put this look together with these shadows and answer our music edition questions. So I'm gonna be doing both eyes on camera today. And I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start off by using the Glam Light Cake Palette, and I'm gonna put this shade here, Raspberry, right there, in my transition area. Starting off there, and then I'll build from the pink shade. And I have like spit in my mouth, of course. Okay, so let me grab this brush here, and I'm gonna start answering the 10 music edition questions. I feel so discombobulated. It's just because it's been so long since I filmed anything. Okay, number 1, what is the first song you remember having a strong reaction to, either positive or negative? Well, I have a lot of strong reactions to music. That's one of the main reasons why, let me see if I can keep this open without making a mess. That's one of the reasons why I love music so much, is because I have such a strong, like, emotional reaction to lots of music, you know? And I have not done my makeup in well over a week, so I may have gotten a little rusty here. We'll see. Hope not, but we'll see. But the first song I really remember having a strong reaction to was probably Send in the Clowns by Judy Collins. Have you ever heard that song? My mom was a huge Judy Collins fan, and I can remember listening to that as a little girl and sobbing, because it's just kind of got like a sad sound to it. And my mom used to always crack up. She used to tell that story often to people, that I, at like age 3 or 4 or something like that, I sobbed to Send in the Clowns by Judy Collins. Also, there was a song called Muskrat Love. I think that's Captain and Tennille. I'm really dating myself here. That I knew all the words to when I was like 3. And I used to sing it in the back seat of our car. So, yeah, funny, huh? Negatively, I have always hated the song Burning Down the House by Talking Heads. I hate that song. I don't really know why. I just hate it. It reminds me a lot of my parents' divorce, because obviously it came out around that time. And I don't know, it's got to be tied to some bad memory in my head. I just can't think, I don't know what it is. And then also the song Boys of Summer by Don Henley. That's another song that always reminds me of my parents' divorce, and it makes me feel very sad when I hear it. It's a great song. Love that song. Sorry, my voice is still a little weird from my cough. But like, I have strong reactions to lots of songs I listen to, but those are the first. Like, that was the question. Yeah. Number 2, what is the best concert you've ever been to and the worst? The best concert I've ever been to was Depeche Mode, and that was in 1994, I think. Right? Yeah, 94, I think. 93 or 94. Such a good concert. They were so good live. Just absolutely freaking amazing. Like, just blow your mind how great they were. My worst concert I've ever been to. The worst concert, I don't know that well, okay, let me think here. There's got to have been a bad concert I went to. I don't know. I mean, I saw Donny Osmond when I was in high school. He kind of had like a resurgence of his career. And I remember that not being the greatest, but it wasn't bad. You know, he just probably never should have had a resurgence of his career. I'm just trying to get this to like blend softly if I can around the outside edge here. This is a lovely shade. It's nice and bright pink. Oh boy. Yes, it is. So yeah, I guess Donny Osmond was probably my worst concert I've ever been to. I don't know. I mean, I have been to some really good concerts. Bruno Mars was another one that was just so good. So good. And then my husband and I went and saw John Cougar Mellencamp. That was really, really good. I think maybe, though, what I will say is like the opening acts of some of the concerts I've been to haven't always been the greatest, but whatever. Okay, I think that looks awesome. I'm going to leave it just like that, and I'm going to go into this shade here in the Beauty Moon Cosmetics Divergence palette, the shade right here. Contary? C-O-N-T-A-R-Y. Okay. And the third question is, what album can you listen to in its entirety and never get tired of? Oh, there's lots. Let me find a brush. There are lots and lots of albums I can listen to in their entirety and never get tired of. Thriller by Michael Jackson. Purple Rain by Prince. I can listen to that whole thing a bajillion times and never get tired of it. I love Purple Rain. So good. And I don't like this brush. Yeah, this is too flimsy. Hold on. This one is a little bit more sturdy, I think. U2, Octung Baby. That's another album that I can just listen to and listen to and listen to. Another thing is I have a twitch right here. My lower eyelid, and it's driving me bonkers. I think it's just from being sick, and I don't know. I was really, really sick. It was not fun. Let's see what else. I mean, there's just so many albums I can listen to the whole thing. There's like some Billy Idol. Depeche Mode, Violator, and Songs of Faith and Devotion. Basically all my Depeche Mode albums I can listen to the whole thing and never get sick of. Let's see. Oh, Fleetwood Mac's Greatest Hits. The Police, Synchronicity. Is that what, or the Greatest Hits one? Like, or yeah, or Synchronicity. I don't know. I mean, Metallica 1, the Enter Sandman album. Geez, like I could go on and on and on, and you guys are probably like, "Okay, we get it, Erica." Number 4, what album do you know all the lyrics to? Most of those albums I just mentioned. I mean, yeah. I think I do know every single word to the Purple Rain soundtrack by Prince. Every single word. Absolutely, I do. And then also Thriller by Michael Jackson. Yes. And then Depeche Mode and Fleetwood Mac. And yeah, Billy Joel, his greatest hits. I think I know all the words to that. I'm going to just kind of fix that little thing right there before I forget to do that. So yeah. Yeah, all those albums I pretty much know all the lyrics to, I think. Number 5, what musical artist creates the best baby-making music? Lionel Richie. Absolutely, Lionel Richie. I can just remember growing up, my parents would like have a couple glasses of wine and sit out in our living room and like look longingly into each other's eyes and sing Lionel Richie songs to each other. That's one of my main memories of my childhood. Before my parents got divorced, that is. Then that wasn't happening anymore. But yeah, they were really super into Lionel Richie music. I was probably conceived to Lionel Richie music. You guys are like, okay, TMI. That's TMI for me, okay? Let's see. I mean, lots of soulful R&B. Luther Vandross, hello, Aaron Neville. Yeah. Let's see, Patti LaBelle, I think, has a very sexy, sultry voice. Michael McDonald, which you guys might think that sounds weird. But if you're a Michael McDonald fan, he's got a really, I think, very sensuous voice. But Lionel Richie, dude, I'm sorry, but Lionel Richie, no, I'm not sorry. What am I saying I'm sorry for? Lionel Richie, to me, is like the king of baby making music. Like the lyrics and just his sound and all that stuff. And I feel like there's a spot right there that's not allowing the shadow to adhere to it. So I'm just going to kind of keep adding that in, and hopefully my skin will accept the shadow on top of it. I don't know, it's kind of being weird. And again, it's been over a week since I've done my makeup, so I don't know. And I'm getting quite a bit of fallout, but I don't have any in my face makeup on, so I don't really care. I'll just clean that up when I go off camera. The brown is the shade that I'm like, I don't know about. I'm gonna have to just plop that on my lower lash line, which I'm not thrilled about. I mean, I love that palette. And I maybe could have put the brown up here too, but I don't think so. Okay, so I'm done with the mattes for now. So now what I wanna do is I'm gonna put, I think, this shadow down first, and then put Tundra, just a teeny tiny little peak of Tundra towards the front of the lid. Okay, number 6, what musical artist is totally cringe, but you love them anyway? Okay, let me grab a brush. Totally cringe, but I love them anyway. You know, I'm gonna have to say like Tiffany from the mid 80s, right? I think We're Alone Now and whatever else she sang. I loved her. I still love her. But she's a little cringe. Debbie Gibson. You know, like the teeny bop music from when I was in middle school. Ooh, that's beautiful. Okay. Oh yeah, this is like a kind of a dusky purple, actually. I wasn't really sure what color to expect that to be because it looked a little mysterious in the pan. Wasn't sure. And I got tons of fallout. Oh well, that's okay. Tons of fallout. This is kind of a flakier shade, but it's really pretty. I love it. Who else is cringe? Rick Astley. I get rickrolled all the time. That Never Gonna Give You Up song. Yes, I do. And I get it stuck in my head and I love it. Well, I don't necessarily love getting it stuck in my head, but I do love the song Never Gonna Give You Up. I do. I love it. And I am sorry, but, well, I'm not sorry. I own this. I love Vanilla Ice. I love Ice Ice Baby. I love that song. I do. I listen to it all the time. So say what you will, but I do like the song Ice Ice Baby. I actually put the song Ice Ice Baby to one of my makeup looks on Instagram because I always use songs. Like I'll grab a song that I'm into listening to when I post my pics on Instagram, and I just post music to my pictures, and I used Ice Ice Baby. Yes, I did. Number 7, if you could perform with any band or group, who would it be and why? Fleetwood Mac, because I just think that would be really cool. And I love Stevie Nicks, and I love their music, and I just think that would be badass. Also, I would love to perform with Phil Collins. And you know, here's the thing. I know people that make fun of Phil Collins' music all the time, and I don't get that because he's really good. He's really good, and he can also drum and sing at the same time, which is not easy to do. So for people that are gonna bash Phil Collins, people can bash whatever the hell they want, but I don't know, it just kind of frustrates me because he is really a badass. He really is. I mean, he may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I would love to perform with Phil Collins. But primarily Fleetwood Mac. Bruno Mars would be fun to perform with too, because he's like super engaging and like entertaining and jumping around the stage. And I can't jump around the stage. I can't do that, but it would be fun to, stand there while he did it. But I'm not going to. Holy cow. I can't jump around anything anymore, really. I'm just gonna keep applying this. I don't know how I'm feeling about this look so far. I mean, it's okay, it's pretty. I'm just a little bummed. That's all. A little bit bummed. And I feel like my shadow is having a tough time adhering to my lid. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. Okay, I felt like the purple shade from the Beauty Moon palette was gonna be a little bit more darker, like more noticeable. It's kind of, the pink and the purple are kind of blending into each other, but whatever. Okay, leaving it like that for right now. Now I'm gonna go into this shade here, Tundra, and put that towards the front of my lid. And I think I'll just use this same brush still, just clean it off on my, oh, this desk has too much crap on it. Okay. All right, number 8. What musical artist is totally overrated and which one is underrated? Overrated? Overrated. I try to get some shit for this. I'm gonna get Britney Spears. I don't like her. And I know that people get really irritated with me that I don't like Britney Spears, but I just think she sucks. I think somebody who has to lip sync in any concert sucks. And I realize like she's dancing and so she needs to sound better, but there's lots of singers that don't lip sync and can dance at the same time. And also, I don't know if you guys have seen her on Instagram lately, but I don't get it. She just stands there and like dances around in hardly any clothing, which is fine. I mean, she's got a beautiful figure, so, you know, even if she, you know, whatever. I should probably just shut up. But I'm just like, that's it? That's what you're, okay. It just seems like, I feel like there's something very wrong with her. And I could be wrong, and I know that I'm gonna get a bunch of shit for this. It's okay, you go ahead, give me the shit, it's okay. But I just don't get it. I think there's something wrong. And rather than like addressing what's wrong, people just are like, she's so great. I'm like, but she's not though. There's something off there. Anyway, okay, moving on. Underrated, Post Malone. I know that he is popular, but I really love his music. I really love him. I think he is so talented. And I don't know, I just think he's amazing. And I know people like Post Malone, sure. This silver shade is, I don't know, you guys, wonder if my primer's yucky or something, because it's like the shadows are just not adhering to my skin today. This is so weird. And the silver shadow is crap. It really is. I've never thought that about this palette or any shades out of this palette, but I will say that this silver shimmer is pretty crappy. Pretty crappy. Anyway, I just think that Post Malone is, I'm gonna go back into that other shimmer now, is just a genius, lyrical genius, and what he can do with his voice. He has that like really cool vibrato, and he also can take on lots of different genres, I feel like, you know, like he can do rock, he can do rap, he can do R&B, he can do hip hop, he can do country. Oh my gosh, did you guys see him perform with Nirvana, minus Kurt Cobain, of course, on the Saturday Night Live special, the 50-year special? That was so badass. He did so good. That blew my mind. Blew my mind. That was really cool, I thought. Actually, it's going okay. It's sticking okay, but that silver shimmer shade, ooh, Yikes, I might need to declutter the Elf Earth and Ocean, which breaks my heart because that's my Oregon palette, but I mean, I'm not just going to declutter it because of one shade, but it's, I don't know about it, you guys. It's not great, I'll tell you that much. I'm just kind of obviously going back and forth with this shimmer shade. Okay, yeah, like it. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into the Beauty Moon palette and go into this shade here and kind of try to deepen up the outer V a little bit with that. Okay, number 9, what musical artist has the best vocal range? I really like Kelly Clarkson's vocal range. Shawnee will be happy that I said that. But I really do. I love her. She's really, she can hit the low notes. She can hit the high notes. You know, Mariah Carey, she's got a pretty, of course, incredible. I don't really love her real high squeaky thing that she does. But it is, you know, it's pretty cool that she can do it. Whitney Houston. Absolutely. I'm trying to think of male vocalists. George Michael, Prince, Michael Jackson. You know, the classics, they're all really good too. Yeah. Elvis Presley. Whew. I really like Elvis. He was a hottie McHot. And I really liked his voice, that sultry. I don't know, vocal range though. I don't know if he could like hit the real high notes or not. I can't think of that, but. Okay, and then the last question here, number 10, what is a song that you think everyone on earth should listen to at least once? I've said this before. I'm going to link it in my description box. It is called From Me to You by Janice Ian. I think every single person should listen to From Me to You by Janice Ian. It is one of the best songs ever written, if not the best song ever written. And the lyrics are so good. So good. And I have listened to that song so many times in my life and loved every single time I have listened to that song. Okay? So that's what I think, is that everybody on planet Earth should listen to the song From Me to You at least once. Okay, I have a huge mess. Huge fallout mess. So I'm gonna go clean that up. I might use a little bit of my e.l.f. contour palette to kind of blend out the outer edge of that shadow, because I'm not loving it. Yeah, and then I'm gonna pop the brown shade on my lower lash lines. I don't know how I feel about this look. I'm a little disappointed with how the shadows have performed today. Okay, I'll be right back. So this, of course, is my finished look, and I do like how the look turned out. I had to bury the brown shade in the Everyday Sparkle palette from Ladybug Glow, because I put that on my lower lash lines. I'm like, so let me show you what I did with all this here in just a minute. Let me show you everything I have on my face first, and then I'll review the eyeshadows with you. Okay, base products, same exact trifecta that I've been using in every single video for I don't know how long time. Bronzer, the Ciate London Bamboo Bronzer in Palm Island. For my blush, I use the Blame It on the Blush palette from Made by Mitchell. I use Think Pink right here. Upper lid liner, I use the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Waterproof Felt Tip Liner in black. I did think about doing a fun eyeliner color, and I just could not be bothered with that today. Mascara Sky High from Maybelline New York. I will always use this mascara. On my lips, I used a liquid lipstick from Menagerie Cosmetics in the shade Hook, Line, and Sinker. And I'm telling you, I'm telling you, these liquid lipsticks are my absolute favorite that I've ever used in my entire life. On my inner corners, on my inner corners and on my face, I use the Enchantment palette from Beauty Moon Cosmetics. I use this shade here, this like white base with purple, pink, blue, reflecty stuff. Really fun. Okay. So now let me review the eyeshadows with you. So what happened was I started off, of course, putting the Everyday Sparkle shade Coffee on my lower lash lines, and it looked really weird. Looked really, really weird. And I was like, oh, I don't know. So then I just basically covered it up with this shadow out of the Beauty Moon Cosmetics, this shade here. Because I just didn't know what else to do. I mean, it was fine, but I don't know what's going on. I feel like, is my primer not working anymore? But I felt like the shimmers had a really tough time adhering to my lids today. Maybe it's just the shimmers. This is beautiful. This shade is really beautiful. I really like it a lot. And it is adhering, it's fine. But this shadow out of the Elf Earth and Ocean, this Tundra shade, it's crap. It really is crap. I hate to say that, but it's true. And I love this palette. I love it, but I'm pretty disappointed in how that shadow performed. This shadow out of here was lovely, raspberry. Really liked this shadow, out of the beauty. Yeah, really great. It's just the brown. I was like, huh. But I do really like how this look turned out. It's not my favorite out of the Fab Five I've done thus far, but it's not my least favorite either. Let me know what you think of this look. I cannot wait to go and watch Janny's video and see what shadows she randomly chose and then listen to her answers. Jan and I don't always agree on music. I mean, we both love music, but like she likes country more than I do. And I told her, I said, when I was putting the questions together, I'm like, March's edition is going to be the music edition. And she goes, is this going to end our friendship? I'm like, no, it's not going to end our friendship. Absolutely not. There's nothing that could end my friendship with Jenny. I love her so freaking much. And I'm so happy that we're doing this as a collab every month. Make sure you go and check out her channel if you have not yet already. Subscribe, show her a ton of love and support. And I already have the questions all put together for next month. I am such a dork. I have no life. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your lives to sit down and watch this video. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing, smash the like button, and of course, comment down below in the comment section. I'd love to chat with you guys there. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot wait to see you guys again in my next video. But in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself. Be well, safe, happy, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Drop it.